I appreciate you, Madison, and Etta again. I think this is a hard thing because, to be honest, our time is money, and we don't want to waste a lot of time on folks who are going to fight us tooth and nail along the way. And so I think there's a legitimate hesitancy to work with folks who just don't. I mean, there's so much information out there now about the business case for this work. It's like if you want to do this work, you don't need an excuse. Just do it. But I've had many of HR or people directors who will come and say, I'm committed to this. I have many of my staff are committed to this, but my leadership is not. What are some ways that we can interject some conversations? And I guess the thing I want to highlight here, and I think each person has to kind of gauge for themselves how far to take this, because again, I don't want you to waste your time. But who are the co-conspirators within your organization? What conversations do you need to have internally about how far this can or may not be able to go? And if you discover in this conversation, there's actually more people committed to this than you thought of. Maybe there's more of energy towards this than maybe it feels. But I think what we're talking about is that initial internal, informal assessment about how fertile is the ground for this conversation, and how much time do I want to waste towards this? Because if I do, I want to see a return on investment, let alone the company's return on investment. And so I say part of this is just getting a gauge of what's going on in your organization, so you know whether this is a worthwhile endeavor in the first place.